Well, that's not how I intended on starting this video, but alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome to what is more than likely the finale of Final Fantasy II. The reason why I say finale, it's gonna be the finale for the story here. I looked it up. At least, to my knowledge, the Pixel Remaster does not have the extra thing that I was thinking about. Apparently there's multiple different, finale things you can do, depending on which version of the game you play. So, it's a little bit crazy. As you can tell, Leon got way better as far as his health and MP. They're not going to be maxed out like the other three, but he's way better off than where he was, which is important. So, hopefully we won't have too much of a fuss with getting through all the rest of this nonsense. But also, you could tell there's 12 on a bunch of weapons there. So, there's a couple of things that I do want to kind of touch on because I didn't know. Jade Passage was one of the key terms. You had to talk to the queen again. Well, she's still a princess, and she mentions it. All you gotta do is learn it, and that gave me the achievement for it. So there is that. And you can ask her about it if you want. Otherwise, I did get Furion's Cure to level 16, which gave me the achievement for that as well. I was kind of hoping I could get a little bit more done, but when I looked at it and I saw, oh, well, there's really nothing after this. It's just the end of the game. I think it's going to be fine. I did look at the rest of the achievements that I got. One of them is to literally have, essentially, luck be on my side. Oh, hi, Beelzebub. You look very different than Persona. You got a little demon horns hanging out. You know, whatever. I don't care. I don't know if fire's gonna do more damage or not. I don't know. We'll see. But oh no, that heals. Well, that's my bad. I'm definitely not gonna just immediately go into the next bit there. Oh, well, that would have been awful. Oh, man. Alright, go back to flare. We'll just have 3 flares and then we'll hit you. Because I highly doubt that you're going to have too much health like the others. Yeah. The Genji arm. Alright. Resistant to all elemental... Well, resistance to elemental attacks. Guards against instant death. Yes. Well, we want our white mage to be guarded against that. Alright, so... when I looked at it, as you can see, we almost have this filled. There's 2 more. Yeah, there's 1 more random enemy guarding a chest, and then there's the final boss, so... there's not that much left to gain the achievement for finding all the enemies. But the one I'm talking about is regards to the Iron Giant. I've fought 3 of them. 1 was on screen, 2 off screen. But one of them is literally to get the Excalibur as a drop. Which, golly, it's a pain to fight this guy, so trying to get the Excalibur is going to be even more of a pain. So I tried finding him. As you can see, I found him a couple of more times, but it wasn't enough. So so I wasn't gonna just permanently delay it until I got it, so we're just gonna keep going. Oh, more than likely, I'll just get it off screen. Just kind of doing my own, do it in my own time. But I don't want to impede the upload of a video just for that, so that's what we'll do. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna end up doing, like I was mentioning earlier, I didn't realize there was honestly multiple different extra things until I was looking it up. Again, if anything, I might just do the version that I'm familiar with, which is the GBA version. But I don't know when that'll come out, because, again, I'd have to play through the game, the GBA version, to get to the point of when this is happening, so... Because that's a whole nother, like, 30-ish hours, or something like that. And here he is. Astaroth. How bad? That's not good. Oh, that did no damage. Okay, well, and you, okay, yeah, well, we're just going to use magic here. Magic is definitely going to be the way we're going with this. Oh, yeah. Fire 16, okay. That did almost no damage. Congratulations. Yeah, having a really high-leveled non-elemental magic is kind of broken. Don't really need to worry about the rest of this. Also, I guess if you wanted to fight more fire Gaius, there you go. Alright. I guess I could turn it off of the big magic bombs. I don't know. That way it's just quicker to go through. Yep, we're good. We're good. And no need for the blaster. Wait, did I go up? Yeah. Don't know what I was thinking. I was going down. You go down in the cave and then go up in the castle. Cheers. So we might find more of the knights, because I think it's normally supposed to be in floors 5, 6, and 7 for the Iron Giant. I might be mistaken on that. Or more common, at least. Oh no, I just warped to the side. Okay, never mind. I was thinking I warped up. Oh, well, we're at floor 7. Here we go. I don't know. Because there's that over there. Sage's Wisdom. Still missing quite a bit there. That's a bit worrisome. I'm still missing quite a bit of chests. Oh, I did not mean to do that. It's so weird because with the I've had to change which controller I was using, because I was using an Xbox, but the control stick on that broke, so it's wanting to permanently go to the top of the pad, which is sad. I've only done that to one other controller, but I have had that Xbox. I've had the Xbox controller for like 5-6 years at this point, something like that. So it was bound to happen with how many times I've used it to play games. But I've been using a PS5 controller for this now, and it's just like, it won't let me use the D-pad. I have to use the analog stick for this, which makes the traversing a lot more of a pain. But it is a lot quieter. So, I guess there's that. We're seeing a lot of the mobblers and the ice salamanders and these wolves. It's quite the assortment. Okay, we want to go to the right. We also want to go that way. Alright, well. I love it when I see an enemy try to hit me and they do no damage. Oh, come on, game. I was right there at the chest. Oh, man. An acid file. Okay. I don't think that really... I'm trying to think. I don't think that really does much for us here. Because it's probably just going to do, like, Scourge. Which we have it. Oh, yeah, the level 10. I got it. Scourge to level 10. It looks crazy. It's like, man, that's really insane for a spell to look. But I'll have to do it for the next fight. But, man, that was... It's kind of crazy looking, but I'm not complaining. It's just like this giant poison geyser, which is kind of cool. Oh, you gotta be joking. Alright. I will say that the level 16 cure on one person's good. I haven't looked at how much it does on multiple people. Because the weird thing is, in combat, it does way less of a heal than it would outside of combat, which makes no sense. I mean, it kind of does, but it also doesn't. I don't know why you're going to, like, make it more difficult for me to heal everyone in combat, but it's whatever. At this, honestly, I could just play through the game and not ever use the cure spell at all, because I could just use elixirs, because I think I've got like 99. Yeah. I was using the ethers instead of elixirs. But yeah, went from fairly low to just max health. Well, I say fairly low. It was like 2,000 difference. The map is kind of a cheat here. It's like, oh, well, where is it? Because the idea is you're supposed to, like, where am I supposed to go? And you're supposed to kind of wander, not just immediately know where to go. I believe that was the boss in Leviathan, if I remember right. Yeah. Yeah. That's where we found it. Crazy that's how that all kind of comes back around in that manner. Alright. Well, if it wasn't obvious. I didn't realize how much left I had left. I thought there was a little bit more here, but apparently not. We're gonna have a very short episode here. Because I doubt, especially with how high leveled everyone is at this point. More so the OG3. Oh man, this is gonna be easy, isn't it? Alright.
You have braved the bowels of hell to reach me, but the hand of man which deals in false justice and forsaken love can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of Hell.
Alright, well, you seem to have mastered hell in quite a short time, sir. I'm also going to make sure that we're basically doing the same spells here, but, you know, they're gonna do a lot of damage, right? And honestly, why not? Also, get hit with Ultima. The fact that it did 2,000 damage. Also, your slow didn't work. Of all things to do, you cast slow. Okay, he healed himself a little bit. But I have plenty of health to spare. And yes, this is the final boss, by the way. Oh man, it's nothing crazy. He does have Flare himself, which normally would be pretty devastating, but I mean, we're kind of broken at this point. On it, I think originally when I used to play this game, I would have, well, there goes the Emperor. I used to play this game not really trying to farm for levels on magic and whatnot. So my characters had maybe like 4,000 or 5,000 HP. And all the stats are lower, so Flare would do a massive amount of damage. So there is that. That was a bit of a joke.
Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you. Not once, but twice. Who are you? Ah.
And he just cries out in pain. Well, that's all right, Jake. It's done. Now let's get out of here. Yeah, and that's it. That's the end. Oh, man. And Leon just kind of steps to the side. It's finally over, isn't it? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we've nothing left to fear. Thank you with all my heart. I thank you. With the combined strength of Kashwan and Ven, we will rebuild the kingdom anew. Together, princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. I didn't get the last chest. I'll have to go find it. Look at you! Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? You put me out of a job! I guess I'll have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs! Okay. Ye sure showed him, Varian. You're every bit a bloke I peg you for. If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating. What? That not sit well with ye, Maria? Looks like your next battle's already begun, Varian. You did it! I'm sure my daddy'd be happy for you too, up there from above the clouds. I'm gonna be working here serving the princess. I just wanna do whatever I can to help out. Joseph? We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. War finally over. Yes. We can all live in peace again, together. Right, Leon? There can be no going back. Not for all of us. But why? Don't go! Furion, stop him! Maria, Leon is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop it. Not now. Leon, we will meet again. Shows the 4 companions we lost. Well, we should be going too. It is only the beginning. Well, there's that. Their long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium, the monsters plaguing the world, all had vanished without a trace. Peace had returned once more. The wounds of the war would mend, and the memory of those bitter days would fade. But one thing would never be forgotten. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Alright, that is not quite yet the end of the episode, but hey, these are the credits. I still really enjoy this game a lot. I did make that final boss a bit of a joke, so sorry for nothing too epic there. I'll try to... I didn't realize you could cheese it that bad to where it's like, hey, yeah, we're so overpowered, you can do basically nothing to us. I figured I might have been getting a little bit too happy on the farming when they had almost max health, and then I maxed it out in between the last episode and this one. But, jeez, that was a little bit too much. But again, I do really like this game. I still consider it one of my favorites. It's in my... I don't know if I put it in my top 3, but it's definitely in my top 5 for Final Fantasy games. I don't know what's the next Final Fantasy game I'm going to be playing. It's definitely not going to be the next game that I'm playing. I'm still trying to decide which... Because I did say I was going to do a Zelda game next, and I do plan on doing that. Not sure which one. I have a really big hankering to playing my favorite Zelda game. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say which one it is. But that is probably the one I'm going to play. And if not, I have other ideas for other Zelda games I could play. But as far as I guess I can just talk about what I like about the game. Is as much as it's very kind of, and I wish they expanded on it. As much as it's very rigid, I do kind of like the, oh, you have your skills, everyone can kind of be customized to the way you want them to, compared to the first game where it's like, okay, you have your classes, but you have to level up those skills. I do think it gets way too grindy by the higher levels you get, because gosh, getting any, like, the fighting, well, any of the spells, any of the weapon stuff, getting them to level 10 is not bad, but from a level 10 to level 16 is just awful. But you're at that point, you're so powerful, you can just beat the game and then you don't have a problem. I get why it's an achievement per se. I'm not a fan of it. I'll just say that. The achievements, I'll probably just get them off screen, if anything. I know this is a lot shorter of a video than normal. As far as at this point in the video, because it's not even 30 minutes, and it'll probably be 30 minutes by the time the credits finish rolling. But I do, and that's the thing, I do like the story in this game. It's way better than 12. Jeez. I know. Been talking with someone in the comments about it being compared to Star Wars. Well, this game, and I was like, well, I think 12's a little bit more deserved with that, but I can definitely see what's being said. Like, yeah, this is kind of Star Wars. But as far as taking the concept of the leveling in this game, there is a game that does it so well, and I love it a lot. And I'm gonna LP it one day, but I'm playing through it on my own to kind of get used to the game again, because it was an old 3DS game, and then it came out as a HD remake on Steam, so I've been playing through that a little bit here and there. And it's still just as good as I remember it, so it's one of those, just, I'm really kind of excited to see what happens with it. I think I remember getting to the final fight on the 3DS, and I wish I could have finished it, but 3DS is dead. And trying to buy another one, you might as well buy like almost a brand new console at this point. And like the current ones. Because it's expensive. As far as the next Final Fantasy game in particular that I'm gonna play, it may not be a mainline one. If it is a mainline one, I'm probably gonna go with an old, like, really big classic one that people really like. Because I want to see if I remember the game as well as I do, and like it as much as like it better than what the remakes have been making it into. That might be the one I do as far as the next mainline one. If I don't do that one, I'm probably gonna do Final Fantasy Tactics. Because I know I've done Tactics Advance 2, but this is going to be Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. So, the much older one, and time was not kind on some of those graphics. I looked at it, and I was like, oh, that's rough, but I do want to play through it. And I'm going to try to do the same thing I did with Tactics Advance, which is going to be a lot of work, but I'll definitely still be doing it. I don't know if there's anything else I really want to touch on as far as that's concerned. Oh, I guess one other thing. I'm trying to figure out would be for a schedule to be actually something I can actively keep up with. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna have a video every Saturday like I have been having, and there's gonna be the longer videos. I guess unless I do one of these moments where I finish the game in such a short time. It's like, wait a minute. I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna start trying to live stream on Thursdays. I don't know if I'm gonna have that started by the time this video goes up next week. I'm not entirely sure. I've been so freaking busy trying to get some stuff done. I finally got it done, so I'll have more time to actually focus on doing this. So that's a good thing. So I might start streaming. But the other thing that I'm going to start trying to do is, and this is going to be completely random, I'm going to have one other video go up during the week from Monday to Friday. I don't have a day when they're going to show up. It's just when I get it done, I'll put it up. I know YouTube is like, you got to be consistent. I'm not going to kill myself over trying to be consistent with a whole lot, but it's going to be a video from a different game than what's going to be showing up on Saturdays. So, there's that. I don't really want to spoil what I'm planning on making for that series. It's gonna be a good one. At least I think so. But oh well, I could skip the credits. Oh my goodness. I think I'm almost at the end of the credits though. I don't know for sure. Oh my goodness. That is the end. All right. Up to the final boss. Sure. And it's got the little star on it. Yes. Alright. I guess I didn't really showcase it, but the bestiary. Oh, yay. It just has unknown. It doesn't want to tell you how weak this boy is. Alright. I mean, I get it. You don't want to completely destroy the illusion that this thing is a joke. Wow, like, this guy has a flare tone, but nothing too crazy with them. And there is a whole music player here, having the entirety of all the music. However, you have to actually have the theme play for it to be available here. So whatever music that's going on, we're gonna just hear it as we, well, that was just, okay, there we go. You can also switch the, well, it said B. Dadgummit. Play all on off, and we can switch it to the original. Dadgummit. This is, and that's the thing. It says play is Y. Y is X for me. Dadgummit. But yeah. Like, there's only 21 and there's 24, so yeah. And this here is kind of like the final boss theme that we were listening to, but the arranged version. I think this one's actually pretty good. It's not, I still like the original way better, but the arrangement's not bad. Because this is what the original sounds like. And I think it's just because of like the technology that was used back then. They had to have a kind of a 1632-ish bit sound to it, and it just sounds so good. There's just something about having music made in this version that I just think is better. But I was wanting to hear some of the remix of things, so like, oh, there's Pandemonium. Like this. I actually like that. Not everything needs to be an orchestral, crazy masterpiece thing, but I still think that's actually pretty well done. And we still have some time. Gallery-wise, this definitely kind of just showcases the different art for the game. I like just seeing the old art for this stuff because it's just like, wow. This is what they were thinking of when they made it. Is that supposed to be Guy on the right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, gee. Oh, whoa. These are sketches, so I get it. But, wow. Oh, this is... Layla. Rickard. Alright. The Emperor. I will say I do like this. It's what they officially kind of used for the backdrop on Final Fantasy II, but man. This too. I had this on my thumbnails. Oh man. Alright. I don't know. I really like seeing stuff like this. Just what, because it's one thing to see these things in like the pixel art, but seeing like a more realistic, like and bigger version of what they were picturing is kind of interesting to see. Oh, okay, that's what they were thinking. Also, this thing exists. And then, you know, the Zombos, Revenants, Antlions. Okay. Yeah, the Iron Giant. That's crazy, man. Then Beelzebub, Astaroth, and then the Emperor. Yeah, it's crazy seeing all that. However, we're going to go. Let's load this. Where does it throw us? Throws us right here. Okay. Missing one chest. We have the time. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm still gonna make it as long as normal episodes are, so you're not like feeling like you get cheaped out on your videos on Saturdays. So we'll do things. All right. And at this point, we're just gonna probably have a bunch of just random fights happen, but we're not gonna pay them one lick of attention. We're aiming for pandemonium at this point. To find that last chest that eluded me because I, for some reason, did not see it. It was probably in, I wouldn't say it was in the maze. It definitely could have been. I just didn't see it. But it was probably in one of those, like, obvious spots, and I just did not see it, so, well, there's the thing. You know? That's gonna be fine. Nothing crazy happened. Fortunately, I have to go all the way around for this one. It's a little bit annoying. Alright. You know, it'd be funny, while I was looking for the final chest, if I found one of the Iron Giants, killed it, and got the Excalibur. That would be nice. that would be far too nice, though. I should have realized that I didn't have all the chests. I was gonna try to get all the chests before I ended the Emperor, but, you know, I just couldn't help myself, apparently. Alright, well... I do wish there was a way to just have a repel go, but this is the quickest way to more or less deal with enemies, unfortunately, for the moment. Well, just in general, actually. This is not, there's a not a for the moment bit, that's it. Man. And that's the thing. I'm trying to... I want to say there was a game that did this, and I'm not entirely sure which one it was, but... a game where at first when you entered an area... I want to say it was a Final Fantasy game. Probably wrong, though. When you first entered an area... you got inundated with a ton of fights, and it was set up, the system was set up in such a way to where you got a ton of fights when you're under-leveled, or you're not at the level of the monsters, but as you got to their level, they appeared less and less. I don't remember what game I recall that from. But, man, I would love it to be the case for this game, but it's an older game, so it was definitely not something that got that treatment. With this game, it's more of if you have a high enough level, the enemies try to flee. Alright. We're gonna get there at some point. If we didn't have to deal with so many moblers, it's just like, oh my goodness. And that's the thing, like, the dungeon is usually, in these older Final Fantasy games, the dungeon is usually worse than the boss. In the first two games, that's definitely the case. Because and that's why, like, the later dungeons as you played got longer. It was not necessarily to, like, only just say, look how vast and expansive this dungeon is. It was also to wear you down. To make you use your resources to such an extent that the final boss would just break you because you couldn't do anything. And it's a system that works really well in, like, the early parts, but when you're at this point in the game and you're so over-leveled, it's kind of a joke. Like, oh, you're actually trying to do something? What? I just don't understand. So. We'll get there. Ooh. I think that's the first time I've seen that thing use an attack like that. But again, I think that's the longest that thing's ever lived. Oh, you know what? No. This is just gonna be one of those moments, ain't it? Alright. Yeah, this we're almost there. We're almost out of these caverns, and we're almost into the castle. But we'll see. Again, if there is something I'm missing in the Pixel Remaster version of the game, feel free to let me know. And I'll definitely be taking care of it. But I think at this point, yeah, we've done everything in the game except get the achievements. I'm aiming for one of them right now. It's just, I gotta find it. It's just a matter of getting there. You have to go through a whole dungeon to get to the final dungeon, just so you can do. Okay. There is no chest here. Okay. And yes, I am going to be doing that because it's like, I gotta make sure. Yeah, they really like doing that. Alright. Well... let's just do this. Okay, for some reason the sound effects for that didn't work. Okay. Alright, game. Take that, Mantis Devil. A giant Ultima to your face. Doing almost 3,000 points of damage. And that's the thing, Leon doesn't do as much damage as the rest of them. But it's gonna be about the same. I think part of me is just wanting to show where the chest is, so I can show everyone who's wanting to get the achievement. Okay, this is where you get it. But, man, you can't take 2 steps in this place without running into something. It's a bit ridiculous, if you ask me. Oh, boy. And I don't know. We got Death Rider, Premature Strike, okay. Just gonna figure this, yeah, that guy dies in 1 hit. Because these guys don't have as much health as you think they do. It's just because they can drain you by using their weapon. Okay, there's only the 1 chest in this floor. And I already got it. Yeah, like, they do a massive amount of damage with their weapon. Ouch. Yeah. Over 2,000 damage with that. Yeah, that was doing maybe 1,000. Well, a little over 1,000. Oh yeah, Leon's actually kind of hurting. Probably should tend to that. I don't need him dying on me. Looks like it's about 1,200. Well, so much for that guy being able to hit the brow side of a barn. Well, I'm not saying that Leon's that big. It's just like the guy missed. Leon was there trying to cast. He wasn't really doing anything else. Alright. I will say though, like the thing about the GBA kind of exclusive part is that the it's like a whole like post-game story bit that's actually really good. That's why, like, if anything, I probably would be willing to come back to Final Fantasy II just to do that. Probably be maybe its own little series too. But man, it I don't want to spoil it for those who don't know, but it's good. And the thing is, it's actually a lot. I don't know how tough it would be if I did the same thing I did and that for this. But I know it's a way tougher game. It's a way tougher part of the game. So I remember getting kind of roughed up in that. But that's the thing. I thought the same when I first played Final Fantasy III with the final boss in that one. And I say it in the sense like I played the DS version first. I didn't play the original version of it. And I guess it's just because I didn't really know how the game played or how to play the game in an optimal way, I guess. The game was just crazy difficult. Okay, I do not see a chest that I haven't opened. Alright, so let's go next door. This is literally what I was doing to level things up. I was just kind of walking around, letting them cast whatever I wanted them to level up. So there's no real secret to the farm. It's just you just gotta let them do the casting, and sometimes it takes a while. Okay, so there's only the two. All right, well, I might as well get moving. Alright, you gonna be like that? You wanna try to be crazy? Get out of here. I was slightly concerned that Ultima was gonna hit something that was definitely gonna just get keeled over by the next like blow of the wind, but yeah, that works. I've had that happen. And that's the thing. I will hand it to this game, and other games don't do the spell justice. For Ultima, it is actually the most powerful spell in the game to deal damage. Flare's a close second, but again, it can't quite hit the same damage that Ultima can. Because as you can see, like, oh, it's doing, well, not hitting the same enemy, but it's doing several hundred more on the typical enemy. I think it does have a typing to it, though, which is why the Lania was not taking as much damage with it. I might be wrong there. But yeah, like, almost 3,000 damage with that. It's crazy. I guess this is a better control here. 2,257 versus 1,009. It's such a vast difference. True, it's two different people casting it. But, considering the three of them have very close stats to each other, that is fairly accurate. Also, it just does 1,200 for some reason. I don't know why. The ultimate magic seal causes a lot of damage. And then combustion damage. That is another thing. There are enemies that are resistant against combustion. So, Ultima just passes by that. Not many are resistant against combustion, but there are a couple that are. Sorry, I was double checking myself before I left. It's just like, alright, I need to make sure. What floor is this? I'm just curious. If it's still set. Oh, okay. I was wondering why that other one just immediately went to floor 7. And that's why. So, on either side of the those doors, one goes to floor 5, one goes to floor 6, and then the teleporter takes you to floor 7. So I did go down. It's just, again, oh man. Sometimes the layouts don't really make any sense. I'll just be frank. Yeah, back to floor 4. Also got a ton of protect rings. $1,500. But yeah, Leon is not a good, like, comparison. Yeah, these are better, like 11 and 1,000. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a chest. Oh my goodness. enemies. They love throwing like 5 enemies at me, sometimes 6 or 7, and it's just like, this is crazy. I will say, as an advantage of older, like these older games to the later ones in the PS1 era, and even into Final Fantasy X, which was on the PS2. I like the later Final Fantasy games for the fact that they don't just throw 10 enemies at you to throw 10 enemies at you. They make the enemies more difficult to deal with, but they don't throw you into like a million fights because essentially with these older games, and I think it's a flaw with all of them, is they throw a whole bunch of enemies at you at the hope that they'll do something, if that makes any sense, to where, oh yeah, they'll cause problems or what have you. They're more of just a roadblock or a speed bump that you hit as you're going by, because you're just able to deal with them so quickly. The unfortunate thing is there's so many enemies that you deal with, you kind of turn your brain off to it after a point. And when the third game got the 3D remake, I haven't looked at what the original version did, but the 3D remake kind of pulled the aspect from those older games, the later titles, to where it's not going to throw you in a fight with 8 different enemies. It's just going to give you like 2 or 3 of them, and you can just deal with them. You know, if I actually am able to level up these spells before I actually find the chest, I will be aching that it's taken me that long to get back to where the chest might be. Oh my gosh. If I have to look up where the chest is, that will also be me. Because it should not be the case. Okay. Yeah, got the 2 chests in this area. You know what? Fine. We're gonna just do this. That way everyone gets their MP back, and I don't have to worry about it. Also, more thunder guys. Totally wanted to deal with that. Well, that's the thing. I guess if you wanted to farm for whatever they dropped, you definitely could. And I guess because they didn't want to spoil a place called Pandemonium, they just put Jade Passage as the location that you find them. Because technically they're not wrong. You have to go through Jade Passage to get here. But this is not Jade Passage. Alright. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just to travel through this without really stopping, doing any of those, like, boss fights, really. It's taken 30 minutes. Or close to. Jeez. I'm sorry. If you were expecting, oh yeah, that was totally going to end back at the credits. I was like, oh, I knew it was going to be a little bit of a track because of all the fights, but jeez. Oh, come on. I am deeply sad. I'm just curious. Well, Blizzard almost leveled up. Ultima's halfway. Your Flare, barely anywhere. Your Flare has almost leveled up. And your Flare is kind of halfway. I don't see a chest. Which means it's in the final room. That's weird. A dragon shield? What? Is it good? Resistant to elemental attacks. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Well, we got it. We got a thing for her. So I wasn't even aiming for it. Is it here? It is not. Then where is the chest? Heck, come on. This is irritating. Alright, well, give me one moment as I go to look at this, because golly. Got the one in floor 2. Got the one in floor 3. Well, the 2 in floor 3. The 2 in floor... well, 3 in floor 5. What? Oh, that's cheap. That is so cheap. Alright. And there's no hint to this being there. What the heck? Okay. So it was not a random fluke. It's genuinely really stupid. Alright. Back to floor 5 we go. Which means we have to go backwards. Actually, you know what? This will be the easier way, and it's gonna save time too. I am going to just use warp. I have a spell to take care of this issue. It's fairly simple. Alright, it might take us back up, but it'll be fine. In the long run, it'll be easier. Alright, floor 4. Can it put me in a spot that would be beneficial? This is why warp is a good thing. because I went back and forth. Alright. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go for this, so we'll have to figure this out. At least that part didn't take nearly as long. Might be this door. So let me check. It is not. Yeah, no, it's not. It's the other door. We're aiming for the top right corner of that area. It's weird to say that that's the floor, but it is. This is the 5th floor. Alright, so what we're gonna do, hopefully, is get there without too much of a fuss. You know, at this point, with how many times we've gotten in a fight, it's becoming more and more likely that they will level up. Or at least Guy's Flare will up. Excuse me. Jeez. I'm sorry. Guy's Flare will level up. There's that... Jeez. There's like... That was so weird. What the heck? Basically, my body was trying to burp while I was talking. That was real weird. That was just real awkward. Alright, so, should be able to get there without too much of a I'd be shocked if I had. Well, I say that. I mean, honestly, are we actually going to die? No. The only time that could possibly get close to happening is if we run into 6 Black Knights and they just eviscerate all of us. Which is highly unlikely. At most, you'll see maybe 2 Black Knights. Or Death Knights. And they would have to be able to get their damage. Yeah, like that. And just completely destroy them. But, again, that's why everyone has life. That's why everyone had cure. Just so it's much easier to deal with. Alright. Golly, so many level 9. Right there. Got the Masamune! I guess you're supposed to be able to tell because the wall texture is twitching. Well, there's an achievement. Unless you're looking for it. Golly, are you ever going to find that? That's a little frustrating. Oh my gosh. A katana of unequaled power. Yeah, I'd agree. You got the most attack out of everybody. Alright, well, we got that taken care of. I'm out. And, well, I have enough cottages. Why not? So, that is it for this episode. That's where all the treasure chests are in the game. Well, we went through all of it. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that the ping, or heard the ping, but yeah, we got all of the treasure chests. So, yeah, that is Final Fantasy 2. Possibly we're gonna come back with the GBA post-game thing, but other than that, yeah, that'll be it for Final Fantasy 2. So, like I said, in the next episode, well, not the next episode, the next video that I do for Saturday will be a Legend of Zelda title. Again, I'm still debating which one I want to play. If I'm gonna do the one I want to, or the one I'm thinking about, might take some doing. I don't know. We'll see. I may just do a different Zelda game, but I'm gonna play Zelda next. But yes. And that is it for... Jeez, it's so crazy. We didn't start this that long ago, but we're already done. But that's how some of the older games work. So, I will see you all in the next video. Y'all take care. Later.